Welcome back to Reflect. My name is Brendan Plank. There are reports coming from Ukraine that Russian soldiers are quitting, are surrendering in mass, and that they're actually puncturing holes in their fuel tanks so that their vehicles will not make it to the battle. One soldier who was captured said that he was told that Zelensky was dead and that all they had to do was drive to Kyiv. Not knowing what battle was ahead of them, it's apparent now that soldiers are getting that information and they do not want to fight. We have to remember that a lot of these soldiers are 18-year-old conscripts who did not expect to go to war. These 18-year-olds are born after the year 2000, right? Where they've had the internet, they've had cell phones with them in Russia. They see the world as a peaceful place. And the younger they are, I think the more we're seeing that these young men just simply don't want to fight their brothers in Ukraine. Now, it's going to be, the next few days are going to be interesting because we have that 40-mile long convoy of Russian troops and supply vehicles on its way to Kiev, which is largely slowed over the past couple of days. And it's unsure of whether or not these young men who are surrendering and puncturing their fuel tanks had something to do with that, or that the Russian leadership has seen that, okay, Kyiv isn't going to just fall in a day. It's going to take us some time, and we need to rethink our strategy here. So top military officials in the United States, which is where this source came from, a top Pentagon official, an anonymous top Pentagon official, said that they're seeing Russian soldiers surrender in mass and sabotage their fuel tanks. Other top U.S. military officials say that an escalated attack from Russia is likely over the next couple days. So these young Russian soldiers are getting out right in the nick of time, and the ones who remain, there's close to 80% of the 150,000 Russian soldiers who surrounded Ukraine have made it inside Ukraine. So there is a large troop presence in Ukraine on its way to Kyiv, and we're seeing that Russia is escalating its aerial attack in Kharkiv and Kyiv as well. A lot of civilians and Ukrainian officials have been calling for the United States and the West to block Russians from taking to the air, blocking their planes as well as their missiles. So I'm going to be really interested to see what Joe Biden has to say tonight during his State of the Union, if he will announce possibly a no-fly zone over Ukraine, which would in turn bring in NATO and the United States into the conflict, which, I mean, we're starting to get to the point where it's about to get even more serious than it already is, if that's even a thing, and that Joe Biden will have to do something to prevent the slaughter that is expected to take place over the next couple days with the heightened missile strikes and troop presence in Kyiv and around Ukraine. So I will be broadcasting live the State of the Union tonight with some analysis, both pre and post speech. So if you haven't subscribed already, subscribe for that. And if you are a subscriber, be on the lookout for that notification coming through in just a few hours.